Hello everyone, welcome to this Funhouse Fairway Tournament video. This is expert division only playthrough, a free video guide on the channel. Please hit thumbs up and subscribe as well. All 9 holes in the tournament, they're par 4s and par 5s. Timestamps in the description down below. As usual, bear in mind there may be some old shots here with the old ball attribute levels. These are now doubled, so just to have that said. And additionally, if you see nighttime version of Jubilee Grove, don't worry, it plays identically to the daytime version that you will be playing on for this tournament. Remember to tweak according to your club's balls and play style, and keep checking the channel homepage for lots of great free Golf Clash content. Good luck, and here we go. First hole then, this is of course a must eagle, and some cases some people will be dialing this in for a hole in one. 5.8 topspin, 1.5 side spin to the left. Loads of ways you can play this hole. We get close on this one. We get a zoom in for the hole in one, didn't quite drop it. Max distance with APOC 5 and above. You'll see the ball guide there pointing deliberately just right of the pin and the cup. You can look at the ring references as well if you so wish. So it's max distance with APOC 5 plus, and then we adjust max plus 10. If you've got APOC 4, you'd have to stretch out and then push up a total of 6 yards after your adjustment. No curl, no overpower, although you could tweak and add a bit of curl to try and get the hole in one dialed in here based on the miss in the video. But the topspin takes us very nicely. We are missing this one by about 1/5 of a green square on the first par 4. But you've got to have the eagle. Aggressive NMT if you've got the topspin for it. 6.8 topspin with APOC 6. No move target, and we're going 2 left spin, adjust max plus 10, power 5, push up to max. This shot may not be for everybody, and like I said, I just went straight in on this, so if this isn't for you, then you'll have to play a standard bounce over with left curl and then approach with your wood club. But full overpower, it's obviously going to be a shaky needle, half a ball of curl to the left. Little bit of a lottery with the bounce and the rollout on this one. We clear it very nicely though. It is great left and great right safe. And then we do a double bounce on the fairway, third bounce in the rough and rolling out to 417. May get inconsistent results here depending what roll you get though. Second shot, playing with a grizzly close to max distance, so I'm going to add 2 bars of left spin and then top spin as required to take the ball guide to the back of the cup. Then we find position with half of the red ring overlapping the fairway. Now here I play this one true club distance, 5% elevation. So look at your plus yardage here. I'm at plus 9. I believe that's 7 yards away from max. So I'm deducting 2% slider per yard. So this one is played 84% slider, 5% elevation, small 1159. That's because we drop down to a lower point when adjusting. Unfortunately, I hit myself a lovely great left on this one, and this therefore will miss on the left. However, from my experience in the game, I believe this would have been a very good attempt if that was a perfect ball. Maybe a small tweak needed, but a decent opportunity if you've got the desire to play aggressively. Time to go aggressive with the Berserker, and we are going to play with the Apocalypse. Add spin first, 5 top spin, 2 left spin. Your top spin may vary depending on wind strength here. You might want to put a tweak or 2 in. Bullseye directly over the rough at P5 max with APOC 5 plus. APOC 4 you need to stretch out a couple of rings to find your position. You can look at the ball guide with spin added as well to make sure you are lined up correctly if you've got a lower level club. Max plus 10. Power 5 settings. For me, that's 9.2 rings. APOC 4, you need to push up 7 yards. If not, if you've got APOC 5 and above, leave it where it is. Good amount of curl to the left. Draw a line down from the tee. Look at how it would collide, an imaginary line with the triangle there, to replicate the correct amount of curl. And we bounce into the rough and roll out. It's going to roll out either to the fringe for a wedge or the green for an eagle putt. Crosswind with a slight element of headwind, not too much so. Playing with the rock level 9. If you don't have that, then obviously you will need to adapt for APOC, Thor's hammer, something like that. But I'm just finding the middle of the fairway with the ball guide with my 5 bars of top spin and 1 bar side spin to the left. The adjustment here is max plus 15. I'm setting up at plus 13 yards pulling into plus 15, so a little bit of headwind, like I said. Push back up to max, just to give myself a bit more distance, and then no overpower, no curl, just concentrate on hitting perfect. Obviously the rock is good here because we want accuracy to make it great left and great right safe. Perfect ball, and the ball is rolling nicely down there, and we're looking for a drive distance of approximately 355 to 360. Second shot playing with the sniper. I'm a few rings short of plus yards here. You'll have to try and pause the video, see if you can get a plus yard check, as was playing this pretty quickly indeed. Then what am I going with? A couple of bars of top spin here, and we're aiming with the ball guide through the hole. Second bounce just before the edge of the rough because we've got headwind on this one. So that was the reason for setting up as I did. I played this one 66% slider, 15% elevation for reference. So this one will need a little bit of a tweak, but it comes in close. I think we got to zoom in on this one, if I remember correctly. So this was 66 slider, 15 elevation. Perfect ball. Let's have a look how we came in, and I'll give you my thoughts on a tweak. Second bounce nicely in the middle of the rough. Just needed, I'd say, another 0.2, 0.3 on that one, but nice speed on. So we're going to use Berserker, and I'm using APOC here. Yeah, you could use an APOC 4 here. You'll have to push up 7 yards after adjusting. Going with just under 2 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. If you have stronger wind than this, I would dial the top spin back a little bit more. Stretch out and have the bullseye in between the 2 bunkers in the center of that rough patch. Then the adjustment here is max plus 5. Push up only if you have APOC 4. And then we go with full overpower, slow needle, half a ball of curl to the left. So nice and easy to hit perfect on this one. Bounces very nicely in the rough and will roll out with the top spin. Could maybe have gone with a little bit less top spin, but there we are going to have a very simple end bringer wedge. No spin, 20% elevation. I'm going to play out to the left-hand fairway. 5.8 top spin. 3 bars side spin to the left, and we are going to set up as follows. Top of plus 10 for APOC 5, max for APOC 4. With spin added, you'll see the second bounce is just that last little click before it gets clipped away by the rough. So you don't need to worry about rings too much here. But obviously APOC 5 and 6, you can look at the blue ring if you so wish. But check the second bounce with spin added. That's the best way of getting your position. Max plus 10, and then we're going with 2 balls curl here. So look at the gap between the edge of the Kingmaker and the triangle. It's a good reference. Just before the circle drops in overpower. Get the curl right, hit perfect, and you're going to bounce nicely away from the rough and really clear of the rough here, but you're getting a good roll on your drive. Anywhere around 375 to 380. Second shot, true club distance, 5% elevation. Need to tweak the spin a little bit here, or the offset, depending what you want to prefer. It's nice if we can set up in plus yards here because it gives us a reference. If not, you may have to just estimate a little bit. So true club distance, if you're at max, you would play 100% slider. If you were at plus 8, that's 4 yards away from max, you would play 90% slider, and so on. So plus 1, 11 yards away from max, I go 72% slider, 5% elevation. I like the adjustment. I don't want to adjust it anymore in case we flirt with a bunker with a great right. But I would like you just to tweak the side spin based on the miss here in the video. Go back, have a look at the ball guide, just tweak the offset a little bit, and you've got a good chance for an albatross here. Like I said, needs a small tweak, but the speed is good. Playing with Apocalypse and Kingmaker with Apoc 5 and 6, blue ring touching the bunker, half of the blue ring inside the rough on the right. Then we add spins, 6 top spin or 5.8 is max with APOC 5, 2 bars side spin to the right. Adjustment here, mid distance, 10% elevation. So make sure you play mid, not max, mid plus 10 on this one, 8.6, going to give me 5.9 rings. If anything, I would favour 1201. I favour 1159 here. It puts me a little bit close to the bunker and a little bit longer than I would like to have been. So favour 1201. Then we're going to go with half wall curl to the right. and then hit perfect. And you will need to note down your drive distance here. We have had a similar wind angle in the past, so I'm basing this on a previous setup that we've had within the team. Second shot, I do miss this one to the right, have slightly higher winds, so I should have compensated, but it's max backspin, 0.8 side spin to the right, and then we find position with the ball guide going to the hole. Pretty difficult to see unless you spin the camera around, because otherwise that club label just gets in the way. Now with the drive distance I had here, I played this one 25% slider, 85 elevation, yes, 85 elevation. Needed a little bit more though on this one. Also had higher winds, so maybe that might need just an extra 0.1 if you have anything over kind of 8.5, 8.4. But we want the ball to bounce back. Misses slightly to the right, so tweak needed on there, but a decent approach on hole 1 for an eagle. APOC and Kingmaker 5 top spin, 3 right spin, topper plus 10 with APOC 5 and above, P3 max with APOC 4, blue ring touching the rough if you've got APOC 5 or 6, as I have in the video. Because the same accuracy, you can use the same ring references. Max plus 10 is the adjustment. Don't worry about going down into the bunker, just try and adjust as straight as you can. Then we're going here with a ball and a half of curl to the right, just before the circle drops for overpower, because I don't use grids. Perfect ball away, bounces very nicely on the fairway, even though you can't see it with the camera angle, and we get a nice roll here. Drive distance is going to be in the region of 375 yards. Now, write down your drive, because you're going to need it for your second shot. Before spin, find the sticky spot there with the ball guide passing right of the pin, and it doesn't move around with the second bounce. You can move your target, but it won't move that much, and that's how you know you're in the right position. Then you add your spin, approximately 1.5 backspin and 1 left spin, but you want to offset as I do in the video here. So I just tweak my spin a bit so I can get the right offset. And you can see there 2 green squares to the left and also short of pin. For a drive of 377, so that's a different drive to the one shown in the video here, you're going to play 60% slider, 20% elevation. If your drive was 375, you're further away, so you go 65% slider. And so on, it's 2.5% per yard with wood clubs. Making our adjustment, hitting perfect, and with drive distance notes here following a perfect drive, you're going to have a very good chance with that sticky spot at dropping this one in for the albatross, which is what we do. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. I'm going to start with an NMT drive. Who doesn't love an NMT drive? 5.5 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. So make sure you have your right driver and your Kingmaker selected. A max plus 5 is the adjustment here. Max plus 5, even though we're not at max distance of club. You will need pen and paper. Write down your drive distance on this one, because we'll need it for the second shot. Half a ball of curl to the left, hit perfect, and away we go. Slight dead roll on this drive most of the time from experience. Remembering this hole in the past, you will get slightly longer, but even if you have a short drive here, you're still going to be fine. You see there it just checks up quite short, but usually going to be about 355 to 360. Second shot going to go direct at it with the thorn, and here very quick back fringe checker plus 5, but like I say, you can use drive distance as well. Then we're going to add spin. It is going to be 2 back spin and 2 side spin to the right. Add spin first, ball guide to the hole. Now for my drive distance here, played this one 68 slider, 15 elevation. However, you will see I just sneak this one in on the left edge, so I should have gone 62, which was my original judgment call. I added 0.1 thinking it was high wind, didn't need to, so stick with 62% slider, 15 elevation, pull over the bullseye, hit perfect, and with the tweak you should be dropping this one right at the pin, all being well. Perfect ball, bounces nicely near the bunker, and just sneak it in for the eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.